Welcome back to the Legend Heroes Trails through Daybreak, where we last time entered the Blacklight district, the kind of underground secret part of the city or something? Together with Van here, alone with Zane Wafek, who is our guest helper here, and we left our party behind because Van didn't think they were ready for this. Morgan, what's up? Howdy there, Spriggity-Doo. And is that the immovable Mr. Zin I see? Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. How have you been, big guy? Wait, you guys know each other? You really are a celebrity down here, ain't you? I wouldn't say that. Morgan just happens to be one of the more reputable merchants here, and I do sometimes employ his services. He kinda tiptoed the legal line, but he's been an invaluable informant for us as a guild, so we just sort of look the other way. Oh mercy, that's so nice of you, Mr. Zin. Too nice, in fact. I haven't done that much, really. I still feel terrible that I couldn't help you before. I'm so sorry. Pathetic, I tell you. Just a failure in the eye of Adios. You know, it's weird as hell seeing a guy in a mask beating up on himself like that. It's giving me whiplash. Yeah, I get that. He's an eccentric fellow, but I take it to mean he's a good guy at heart. Well, shut my mouth, I'm surprised to see you two boys mingling together. I have a whole slew of outposts scattered around Calvert. I just happen to be staying around the Blacklight district for the time being. By all means, feel free to look around and browse my merchandise. I'm more than happy to show you all the wonderful blessings I have.
Welcome, thank you for coming.
Pretty hard speed loss we have here for most of the team.
We await your next visit.
Alright, then. Who are you? Oh, hey there, little guy. Didn't see you there. Wow, you're so big, mister. You should have some of Mommy's drinks. They're delicious. I'm not allowed to have any because I'm too little, but you guys would love them, I know it. Sounds like a ringing endorsement to me. I never say no to a good glass of brew. Really? You're gonna have one of Mommy's spirits? You promise? You bet. I'm a little too busy to sit down for a drink today, but I'll come back another day for you, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna tell Mommy right now. Whoops, might have run my mouth a bit too much there. That kid got me hook, line and sinker. I said, no wonder this joint does pretty well for itself.
Let's talk if you've got a minute.
You serious? Zin Wafek? What the hell are you doing here? Look, if you're just a customer, that's fine. But you're on our turf and we're not the straight laces you deal with on the surface. You just stay the hell out of our business and we'll steer clear of yours. You got that? Don't worry, I know my place here. I'm not looking to ruffle any feathers. Sometimes all I want is to shoot the shit over drinks. Nothing wrong with that, is there? No, provided you don't try to pull anything funny. And drop the goody two-shoes bullshit while you're here, okay? Makes me want to puke. I hear you, I'll be careful. Thanks for the warning. She must be some kind of ex-Jäger to be talking like that. Best you don't go down that rabbit hole. People don't like you prying into their histories here. And anyway, pretty sure this ain't the bar we want. Boys, this make me sick just looking at them. Always have. I sure as I don't miss that part of the surface. Bunch of hypocrites who don't know jack shit about how the world works. We're not mafia bad, but it's not exactly a high bar. Just stay in a damn line. This is our world. You wanna be cops, and your shiny badges don't mean shit down here. So get lost. And anybody who tries laying a finger on my Yotta, brace or not, will have a hell to pay. Real hell. Remember that if you wanna live.
Don't take too long to decide now. Come back soon.
Good. Then.
Whoops.
Wrong way, you say. So. Can't go that way? Good, then. You must want us to go this way.
Boss is gonna yell at you.
Number 8? You're shitting me, right? Sorry to hold things up.
How delightful it is to see you, Mr. Arkwright. And you as well, Immovable.
You sure took your sweet-ass time. Didn't expect Arkwright to be with you, though.
I'm just here to do him a favor. But if I'd known we were coming to see scumbags like you, I'd have turned him straight down. Come on now, no need to be like that. I know you went Calvert, but it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since I last saw your face, huh, Walter? Not since Jormungand, huh? Bugged the hell out of me and we weren't even able to use that chance to settle the score between us. Same here. So, I'm sure it's no coincidence I was suddenly able to meet you so easily. I spoke to these two before you showed up, but meetups like this here and there ain't such a bad idea with how little we know about those guys. I see. We're all after Almata, so we're here to trade information on them. Didn't think I'd chance into a gathering this major. So who's our imposing friend?
I ask that you proceed as though I am not present. Think of me as a random traveler who happened to be here when you arrived.
That's asking a lot. More code and you being part of this group gives me an idea of who you're affiliated with. To kick things off, it's proving impossible to even learn more about Almata at this point. I heard a report the other day that a brace on an undercover op on them still hasn't come back. We have been in much the same position ever since the situation in Langport. Not long ago, a cold-blooded warning video was sent to our Council of Elders, the kind meant to serve as an example. They just keep getting worse. We've had nothing like that on our end, but there's one guy up top who can't seem to wipe the smile off his face since they cropped up. He's one real shitbag, so if he likes them, you know they're real monsters. Sounds to me like we all think we're better off crushing them before we become even more of a headache. This guy, he's the one you mentioned a while back?
I've got a list of questions from the Oathbreaker, so start running your mouth, or I'll run my fist through your face.
The infamous Fourth Angus, huh? Doesn't quite sit right. I imagine our definition of crush differ here, but at least we know where we all stand now. Save for our friend keeping his cards to his chest there anyway. It sounds like the CID's up to something too. Still wish I could figure out just what their boss is thinking. Old Rocksmith's successor, huh? Old Rocksmith's successor, huh? I heard some colorful rumors about him myself. But knowing he's turned a blind eye to a hole like this makes him alright in my book. Indeed, President Rocksmith was a broad-minded fellow in his own right. But the current president has proven even more receptive toward us. Some of the elders are rather fond of him. But that does also make him a far more formidable foe during negotiations. From our perspective, the president's willingness to work with you guys is one giant flapping red flag. Oh, do not misunderstand. All of our cooperative efforts are in line with your guild's code. Heaven forbid otherwise. Can you guys not probe each other while I'm stuck right in the middle? I feel like I don't even need to be here anymore. Easy, Arkwright. Your part is just about to come up.
Walter.
It ain't often we get a chance like this, and you can't pick a better place. You weren't satisfied with how we ended 2 years ago either. So what say we pick it up where we left off? Right here, right now.
Ha! Sounds like a plan.
Wait, you saw this coming, didn't you? Hell no, I ain't here to watch two monsters beating the crap out of—
Who said you'd watch? You and White Orchid Dragon are joining. Come on. Exchange info, exchange blows. Either way, we're getting to know each other.
I I admit to some reluctance standing between combatants of your caliber. But I am also not one to pass up a chance to face Mr. Arkwright and the famed Jin the Immovable.
Well, you should be.
Sorry, Arkwright, but this is just how it's gotta be. We'd lose sight of ourselves if it was just one-on-one. And who knows how much damage we'd cause then.
Ah, you damn asshole.
I shall act as observer. Fight to your heart's content.
Why are you so up for this? You're welcome to my spot, you know?
Perhaps another time.
Ready? Begin!
Time for you to focus.
Really?
Ha! Try not to bore me, all right?
Don't hold anything back now, all right?
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
Time for the main event!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Deploying shield.
I'm all fired up.
The hell's the matter, huh?
Try this, Rasad. Going all in.
Activating skill.
Here we go. Heralding fists.
Engaging shield. Engaging shield.
No use. A chance.
Full boost. Go all out.
You've got this.
Eat this! Have some more!
Bring it on.
Ow.
Full boost. Go all out.
Energy output maximum.
Pull out all the stops!
Activating skill.
Behold the fists of the immovable.
Damn you! Now we're talking.
Well done.
Boost gauge limit removed.
Okay.
And you still won't accept that S-rank promotion. Why the hell not?
I'm just not ready for it. My Taito skills have nothing to do with it. Though it'll sure give me a boost in confidence if I can beat you here.
Oh yeah? Will it now?
Whoa, where are you? Oh, hold on a sec. This is looking real bad. I gotta scam. I can't move. I fear there's no stopping them. I'm honored to bear witness.
That is enough.
Well then, you're...
Kilika!
You got here quick, and here I was hoping we could duke it out a little longer.
I figured you'd have a lot of catching up to do, so I thought to give you some space. A mistake on my part, I see. Are you a future S-rank bracer and a society enforcer, or are you infants?
Oh, wait a minute! This was all his fault!
Don't give me that. You were all gung-ho until she showed up, buddy.
Looking more and more like infants from where I'm standing. What a shame, I was rather looking forward to seeing that to its end. You are a force to be reckoned with, Flying Swallow. It's good to see you, Spriggan. I see Zin is causing you trouble yet again. As for you, Zhao, Are you sure it's alright for you to be out of crossbow after your promotion to president? Why not? I foisted all responsibility there to Yin and the SSS. This guy has no shame. Looks like you brought more suspicious folk to the party.
What? You got a problem with us, punk? So you're the Spriggan of the Republic. But personally, I think of you as the dropout of the Conlone School.
Wait, are you...
Now, Celise. It's not good to pick fights with him when you've only just met. Even if he is a shady piece of human waste from Adios knows where who can't figure out which half of the moral fence he's standing on.
Well, even I wasn't trying to be that harsh.
Curious. Huh.
Still, I see it was worth our while to come down here. Who knew a battle between the Society's finest Eastern martial artist and a student of one of the 3 great schools would be waiting for us? But perhaps the greatest surprise of all is seeing you.
Thought you were acting kind of funny lately. But finding out you're all buddy-buddy with the Society is one thing I didn't see coming.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. I am a mere traveler who chanced upon this place and its current company. Nothing more. I ask that you pay me no mind, Mother Celise, Father Leon.
You're not even trying to hide it.
You are quite the interesting fellow, Vice Captain.
Must have been a hard job bringing a couple of runts like them down here.
I thought they would make a fine match for you. We do have an agreement right now, after all.
Who are you calling a couple of runts? You sure can run your mouth, Direwell, but don't go getting cocky.
Direwell, huh?
How about I show you and that hardhead what I can really do?
Yeah? With what, Missy? That sword? Sure you're gonna be swinging it and not the other way around? How'd a teeny bopper like you even get that damn...
I'm 27.
Huh?
I said I'm 27. Any questions?
Huh. Well, I guess some guys are into that kind of thing.
You are so dead.
You had to step on a landmine. She hates when people talk about her little baby face and impressively short height.
Also dead.
I'll leave this crap to you, Arkwright.
Why me? I have a feeling I know where these 3 are from.
Oh, there he is!
Guys?
Van! Wait. Huh?
Sao? What kind of crazy party is this?
Well, if it isn't Aaron. How did you even find this place? I thought I threw you off my trail.
This is what happens when you only keep people half in the loop.
Elaine? I didn't think you'd wander down here too. Wait, isn't she... the one and only Beauty's Blade? With a woman next to her.
I happened to run into them during their search for you. I did have my doubts on whether to bring them here or not, but as you can see... Well, in any case, I had a feeling you were here.
My apologies. I had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. But now that I see it, this place certainly does pique my interest.
Well, I was gonna bring you down here at some point. But what's with you beating me to it, Elaine? You're the one who's constantly harping on about keeping them out of danger. You're going senile, they're used to danger. And besides, I see some other kids down here too. I know that you have our best interests at heart, but no one likes being kept at arm's length forever. Sorry for all the trouble this ended up causing, man. But hey, it ended up being a good chance to teach him about this place, no? Oh please, don't start acting like you did nothing wrong. I say, I have some choice words for you too, Zin. You didn't think to discuss your coming here with anyone else? Quite the arrogant move on your part. Well... Well, fun's over, I've had enough of being here. Today was more about saying hi anyway, I've done what I came for. Walter. We will see each other again at some point. Even if the only other place I can imagine that happening is your prison cell. Ha. Well, kind strangers, if you would excuse me. Yeah, that's enough hellos. Sorry for making you show us down here, Chief. We're out of here. See you all around sometime. I wouldn't be surprised if we met again, but that depends on what A does.
Well, now that the air has calmed down a touch, perhaps those of us who remain might continue sharing information?
Man, you never change.
Sounds like there's no room for doubt then. Almada's got some other organization working for them. So it would appear. The funding is at least partly coming from those who funded the racial terrorism of the past too. That's awful. Van was telling us about that not too long ago. Our company's risk assessment led us to the same conclusion. Up until a few years ago, racially motivated attacks on those of Eastern and Central Eastern descent were all too common. They were known to be orchestrated by white supremacist groups who traced their origins back to the Old Kingdom. But the situation changed significantly when a rather large group attacked the trade conference in Crossbell 4 years ago. Fortunately, we were able to quell the situation thanks to an insurance policy we had in place. And as soon as the crisis was put to rest, the former president started an aggressive crackdown on those groups. You didn't hear much from them after that. They were post-war reparations put the entire issues on the back burner. That's not to say they disbanded, however. If anything, the economic prosperity provided an ideal cover for them to continue in secret. And now their cover is coming to an end, bringing the issue of them to the surface once again. Well, I don't know how these assholes are tied to Armada, but if they've got all those fat stacks at their disposal, that explains how they got so big so fast. Yeah, and with that kind of mirror, they could bring people on the outside into the fold. Like that group Melky and that new puppeteer come from. A group able to wipe out a high-ranking company of Jaegers single-handedly, and likely with special abilities at their disposal. So they are from the Gardens. I'm thoroughly unsurprised you've heard of them. If you have, even the criminal underworld. What's the Gardens? Is it some kind of group? They're a criminal organization that's of a different breed to mafias like Armata. They don't have much in common with the society either, mind. We first learned of their existence 9 years ago. Their modus operandi is gathering orphans and giving them a first-class education in assassination. Damn, didn't know stuff like that was even real. Unfortunately, it very much is. Their members are few in number, but they complete their missions with startling success. The organization is divided into several groups called Gardens, with each being led by an overseer. We are aware of their presence at Marduk as well. Their threat level is considered to be S+. Internally, it was at one point believed that most of unsolved assassinations were their handiwork. Yeah, you can imagine the headache when we even had another group trying to mimic their playbook. Still, their name hasn't cropped up very much over the past couple of years. Not since that overseer of a Garden of Swords was taken out by 2 members who fled the organization. Oh wow! I feel like I've read that story somewhere before. What is it, Van? Nothing. Anyway, now we know that that group of monsters is working with Armata. It's still a mystery how they ended up that way. Same with how they wound up with all the terrorist funding. But maybe a more pressing question is why we're working together. True. They've got 3 of the worst titles that exist. Just a matter of working out what hands we're going for. You're my young player too? I mean, you're right. We're gonna need to focus on that going forward. Indeed, albeit in our own unique ways, no doubt. Well, I believe we've had enough discussion for one day. Still, it seems clear there's more room for negotiation between us than some other groups going forward. I'm most humbled you're including us in that. Well, I don't know about you and Gien, but hey, you as it moderates too. Like fun. Take it we can include you guys in that too, Arkwright? Goes without saying. Hell, we have a common thread between all of you. And you're just gonna keep using us as a bridge between you anyway. You got that, of course. Stop being so in sync. I see it didn't take you long to adjust to life in the capital. Just bear in mind that Lady Ashton is rather worried about you back in Langport. Do try to exercise restraint in your daily life, huh? Man, she could stand to chill out a little, and you should be one checking in on home more often. How's Shin doing, by the way? He's been abroad in Remiferia for half a year now, right? I believe he's doing rather well. He attends a distinguished middle school there and is blessed with many good friends. Come to think of it, Chief, I know you go way back with him and the Direwolf. But I would have figured Renee would handle this kind of thing. That's right. The smart guy you and Elaine grew up with, huh? He's actually quite occupied with another case for us. As for what that case is, you will soon see. Ah, that's sure an ominous way of putting it. He says farewell. The Bracers too. And Kilika as well. She's one of the more reasonable ones too. Why can't the CID be stuffed by more normal people? Forgive me for saying so, but you're a fine one to talk. Yeah, I can't believe you came to a place like this without us. Kinda pisses me off I let you shake me in the first place, but that's in the past now. So, just what is this place? It's called the Blacklight District. It's the city's unofficial 13th district, and its dark side. A lawless zone that changes location from time to time, that few cops dare to tread. It's home to criminals of every kind. What place for them to get together too. To think that all this time such a place was right under my nose. You know, I feel like Abby said something about it to me before. I was aware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it in person. It looks to be a combination of multiple underground areas that went unused during the city's urban planning. Got stuck to hang out. We had to walk through a whole damn maze just to get here. An underground coliseum and contraband as far as the eye can see. It's like it was made for me. Well, too late to do anything now that you're here. I gotta guess people stayed away cause you had Elaine, but people are always getting into scuffles around here. So let me teach you how to speak this district's language. We'll take a tour while we do, but just keep your eyes peeled, alright? Right. Of course. I'm down. Hey there, come on and have some fun. Just don't get too naughty, alright? Now that was some good entertainment today. Sure made this old hack happy. They've got some pretty colorful youngins lined up. I can't wait to see just what sort of havoc they end up wreaking. Not your average grandma, this one. She gives off a really sinister aura. I'm not sure why.
Alrighty.
Blacklight ain't without its downsides, but when you're old and you've got more time and you know what to do with, it's the only place to be. Just don't call it my retirement because I've still got plenty of you left in the tank.
So...
Well, look what the cat tucked in. What you could start shit outside my restaurant, man. I'll let you guys off once. Got to make some money taking bets on that. But you damage this place and I collect on your head, got it? Don't you guys cause no trouble, alright? This here's a legit business I'm running with the boss's permission. You can't give me shit. Legitimate is stretching it a bit with all those safety hazards he got in plain sight. Whatever's going on, he sounds serious. Better not get in his way or else. It ain't my fault all that crap went down. Whatever. Let's take a look around and get the hell out of here. Relax, Chief. Why do we need to rush? The gambling den's open. We'll grab a seat and throw down. We can leave once we make some dough. Alright, but just a little. And I mean only a little. We run a gambling den here, but that don't mean it's free for all. Any bastard that step out of line get kicked out, literally. You wanna up the ante and put more money on the table, be my guest. But when you play in my house, you play by my rules. The sooner you get that through your fixed skulls, the better we get along, got it?
What'll it be? Come again.
And gangsters.
Proceeding to neutralize.
You're in for now.
Ah,
Let's have
I
some
like their
fun.
spunk.
If we must. There we go.
Make it count, Aaron.
Activating skills.
No! I won't lose.
Worse, loser.
A boost would work here.
You make me sick. Sucker. Sucker.
Here goes.
Pull out all the stops.
Activating skill. Here's some extra.
A chance.
Go all out. Here's some extra. Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Go time!
Now's a good time to boost. Activating skill.
Son of a... No need to be scared.
A chance. Ha! Thank you.
I'll take that.
A chance.
Give him your all. Here's some extra.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Engaging shield.
Eat that.
You'll be sorry for that.
Oh, come on, Aaron.
A chance. Activating skill.
Sucker. Bear down.
Ben, give him your all.
Too slow.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Me?
I'm sure you guys figured it out, but the Blacklight district ain't exactly the type of place you visit for fun. Aaron's another story, but the rest of you make easy pickings for scumbags and lowlifes hacking it down here. You don't come down here by yourself, understood? Yeah, I get what you mean. Things get really dicey if you get surrounded here. But if you bring a buddy along, I bet it would make for a fun fight. Well, ideally you won't be fighting in a city at all. Still, I didn't realize there were so many people like that down here. Yep, pretty spooky when you think about it. This world is a lot closer to yours than you might be comfortable with. It is, but honestly, I'm just more surprised this all existed right under my nose. At least it's surprising to someone as well-to-do as me. Perhaps I'm just not very aware of my surroundings. You'd think this would be something of a problem, but it's like everyone just turns a blind eye to it. I hear you, Blacklight's a lawless place, but they have their own rules instead. The big one being, you don't drag innocent civilians into your messes down here. Most tend to follow that, so they leave you alone. Keywords being most. Some of them step out of line, like we just saw. Reminds me of Heyo's own code. Do you visit here often, Mr. Arkwright? You seem to be rather well informed about this area. I check in from time to time. There's intel down here that you can't find anywhere else. And as you guys might have noticed by now, it's a good place to sharpen your street smarts. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. That's gonna be like the best part of this whole trip. Man, Jäger born and bred, ain't ya? My man, you came at the perfect time. Come on, step inside and have some fun. Bring your lady friends too. You're gonna love the girls we have here. Plenty to choose from, and they're all people pleasers in more ways than one. Anyhow, enjoy your stay in the Blacklight district. There's nowhere else in Edith that can tend to your deepest wants and needs like we can. I've seen that guy around here from time to time. Never knew he was a barker till now. This joint makes sense, the cops don't come down here. If you want to do the dirty and the lowdown, this is where you go.
Seriously?
Wow, there sure are a lot of bars in this place.
They are likely the only sources of refuge for the people here.
What?
Guy being mugged. The road seems to lead to the outside, but the door before it is locked tight.
Hey, gorgeous. Why don't you stop?
The Colosseum is really buzzing today. Must be something big going on up there. I'd say that's as good a reason to let loose and party hard, though, don't you? I've got just the right drinks to make it happen. In fact, here's a secret. Really turns me on when somebody buys one of my pricier bottles. Do that and maybe I throw in an extra treat, huh? They shouldn't have places like this on the surface. You had my attention when you mentioned the Colosseum, but maybe that can wait? That's what no laws and no regulations does to a place. Just don't let them sucker you in or you'll regret it.
Well, all my stuff is to die for.
Potentially for real.
See you later, handsome. Cool! There's a match going on right now!
He's facing an Archaism?
Is some kind of arena? Nice.
Yep. This here's when they hold fighting tournaments. You go in and beat the shit out of each other. Makes for a gambling hotbed, as you can imagine. Oh, color me intrigued. Wow, that's awesome. Sounds like an amazing place to train. Yeah, no, literally anything goes in there. Roids, mods, explosives, you name it. It ain't the place to train. It's straight up blood sport in there. The organizers will come up with bullshit reasons to make you fight monsters and archaisms. Even if you survive all the shit they throw at you, it really ain't worth it. Just steer clear of it, alright? That's fair. Sounds like you really have to be on your toes in there. Pretty decent prize money if you win though. I'll give him that much credit. It's one way to make ends meet down here. Mr. Arkwright, you're not speaking from experience, are you? Nah, that shit ain't my scene. Well, not anymore, I mean. Look, they were hard times, okay? That bastard paid for a new truck and he didn't pay for all the mods that the previous one had. Whatever you say, Chief. Next time you decide to enter, let me know so I can put my money on you. Hell no, I ain't setting foot in that cesspit again. That's a spirit, Joe. Can't wait to see you kick ass in the next match. Kill that stupid bastard, you hear me? I've got all my money riding on you. Don't have to tell me twice. Once I'm done with him, we're having ourselves a good old-fashioned bloodbath. I knock the sumbitch out in one blow and I won't stop until the whole town's red. Yep, and we were facing an archaism.
This is getting hot.
That'll show him. For real?
Strange posse you're running with.
Hey, mister, how about some reading material?
Oh my goodness, is that you, Vaughn? It is, isn't it? Oh, my beloved fourth boyfriend has finally returned to me. What? Damn, Chief, save some girls for the rest of us. What chick in this town don't you have crawling all over you? Oh, for I'm old, not insane. You really think I'd get with a girl like her? Piss off. But no. You saved me. You held my hand and rescued me from those awful no-good cops on my tail. You were my knight in shining armor, saving me from those false charges. Just a memory gives me butterflies. Ah. Yeah, those charges were false when I'm Sheena Dirk. Bullshit, lady. You really ought to kick that habit of yours, stabbing every guy you fall for like they're some kind of corkboard. Wait, what did you say she does? Pardon me if it sounds like an obvious question, but may I ask where you go to such lengths? Oh, that's just so embarrassing. Are you really going to make me answer? I mean, what won't a girl do for love? She'll do whatever it takes to make a man hers. Each and every last rag of him, it's only natural. This chick takes possessive to a whole new level. She's certainly a unique person, even under her circumstances. Hold on, doesn't it mean... Juan could be next. His life's in danger. The hell it is, I just told you, she and I are not a thing, period. It's only normal for a girl in love to be a little possessive. A man should be all hers. That's why I stab every boyfriend of mine like a little pincushion. And then, when I'm done, I tell them I'm breaking up with them. Why does it have to be like this? Why do the police always get involved when it's just a teeny tiny argument? It makes no sense. So well, for now I'm laying low till things calm down. I have to thank for making it all possible, my love. Anyway, I like to collect books in my free time. Feel free to look around and see if any of them interest you. For a collection of books, these make for a rather stark selection, I must say. Yeah, she's a lot of romance novels and the prison diaries. She certainly has very specific tastes. Smile and wave, gang. Smile and wave. You try to actually hold a conversation with her and she'll break your mind in half.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
You are some merchant? Isabella! Or Isabel. Ah, the spring and his lovely assistant again. I see you added some new faces to your ranks since we last met. What brings you here? Somebody hurt I need to take a look at? Well, you know me. Show me the mirror and I'll take the gander. Sick, dead, whatever you need, I can handle it. Isabel, I didn't know you worked on here. What, she a friend of yours or something? Well, not exactly. She was a client we did some work for after I first joined. Yep. As you can probably tell, she's a pretty renowned dog in the underbelly. Not my first choice for treatment. She pets you up but gorge your wallet too. But hey, she's always around whenever you need it. Ouch! That's a little mean, don't you think? I'm not some scam artist, I just know what I'm worth. Money talks after all. And I listen. Green is a language we all understand. Money talks? I didn't know they printed talking money. But I take your word for it, you sound like a really skilled doctor. You know the Colosseum behind here? They ship me a lot of their fighters whenever they get roughed up. They're not easy jobs, but I always take a look, provided they've got the coin. They're far from my favorite patients though. Too rowdy for me, they just never sit still. Now the silver spoons who come wailing and begging with sacks of mirror, I love those. They're so desperate, it's adorable.
Alrighty.
They're all specially made.
I mean, what she offers is good, but
Always be careful when and how much you use.
a bit too pricey for my taste.
Let's talk if you've got it.
Yota, how are you always so cute? You're always such a sweet, considerate little angel. Well, can't you get the gal some privacy? You're killing the goddamn vibe. Sorry, we're out of your way. It was in a completely different world there. Yeah, talk about zoning out. She sure as hell doesn't look all bark though. I kinda feel like she used to be a Jäger. Maybe she's retired? Either way, she really loves her son. Just so we're absolutely clear, if you do anything to my Yota, and I do mean anything, you're going to pay the price for it. Big time. If you're gonna drink at my bar, I expect you to know your place. Got it? Hey, you have a courier, lady. Yeah, hey, are you gonna tell more stories about the outside, please? Of course. What are you curious about today, kiddo? I wanna know about where Mummy came from. And can you give me a hug, too? Just an irresistible little munchkin, aren't you? Alright, come here, I'm all yours. Even Hermes is no match for the power of cuteness. I love a courier, lady. Sometimes she comes to visit me. I wish she would come every day. Goodness, I didn't expect to find you here. How long have you been down here? Oh, not too long. I'm just here for work. I'm guessing you and the rest of your office are taking a breather. Whatever you're up to, be careful. This place has no shortage of unique characters to look out for. You can say that again. You know, you're giving them too much credit. Characters almost makes them sound reasonable. When you have all these different factions here, I find it best to stay neutral and avoid ruffling any feathers. I don't shy away from anyone. You need something hot, I'm your mule. For the right price and the right conditions, of course. And the effort she'd gone batshit in setting up shop down here. Guess it's not that surprising in retrospect, though. She might not technically be part of the underworld, but she's got one foot in it for sure. Just for reference, there's no alcohol in this. I can't go ferrying around orders all drunk and dizzy, now can I? Once I'm done with this, it's straight off to the next job. No Westeros where we freelancers, is there? Ain't that the truth? Wait, booze or no booze, how the hell is she able to down that with her helmet still on? You know, that's a really good question. I'm curious now too. Oh, I remember seeing you all pass through here earlier. I'm glad to see you managed to reunite with Mr. Van. Just be careful where you walk. The more trouble you can avoid, the better. Blacklight's full of danger, stranger danger especially. Don't make eye contact with anybody who looks the least bit suspicious, alrighty? It's for your safety. Okay, thank you for your advice, sir. Not to change the subject, but may I ask why you wear that mask? Its design is quite curious. Oh, you mean this thing? Gee willikers. I feel so darn silly talking about it. Call it a little indulgence of mine. In another life I was a little naughty, you see? Oh, that's neat. I guess it's just kind of its own weird little quirk. Quirk my ass, and it's creepy as all get out. I know he's weird, but that's just the way Blacklight is. Just roll with it, okay? Did mice deceive me, or was that Beauty's blade work with Hey went overboard? And those weren't the only intriguing faces present either. I shudder to think what's about to happen if all of them are putting their heads together. Oh, I remember all you guys. Interesting. You make for one strange group when you all come here together. But hey, what isn't weird when you live in the Blacklight district? Common sense is for the surface dwellers. Just be careful down here, folks. These parts can leap out and bite you if you don't keep an eye out. You know, I had some funky hookers come in through Farbert. I had them for sale for a hot minute, but then I heard the police were going around clearing them off the streets. I opened them up and sure enough, they've got some real hardcore stuff in them. I pulled them after that, it's just not worth it. I'm not in that kind of business. I sell good times, not lifetimes. She must be talking about those orbital hookers. Good to hear the police got rid of them here too. Generally, the longer a shop's been around, the better the vendors know what to sell and not to sell. This lady is a bit of an outlier, but still. They ain't that scary shopping down here. Just remember where those lines are and make sure you don't cross them, alright? Right, that's good to know.
Right.
I don't think I've seen you before.
Oh, you know what I just realized? We haven't checked any bulletin boards here. Don't sweat that. As a rule, I don't take 4 SPGs from anybody down here. Why not? There's a lot of people here who could use some help, aren't there? For real, nobody down here is exactly innocent, so I can't imagine any of them being able to go to the cops or braces for help. That's a problem. There's some rare exceptions, but almost everyone down here has a checkered past in some way. Ultimately, I can't trust them not to abuse the system. Worst case scenario, I get farmed out as a grunt for some real sketchy shit. Not worth it. That does make sense given Spriggan's reputation for assisting in legally grey matters. I can see how a bad faith actor might exploit them for their own gain, and how society at large would offer little to defend them. To be clear, I already make a point of filtering out those garbage posts to start with. More than anything else, it would just be a giant time sink trying to vet requests from these parts. That's the biggest reason I don't bother. As much as some folks might think otherwise, I don't deal with criminals. I deal with people who have complicated problems. When somebody has a problem they can't rely on the law or the guild to solve, they come to me. That's all there is to it. That's one for you. What can I say? It's worked for me so far. Must be doing something right. End of the day, if someone here really wants my services, they're not completely out of luck. They still got two options. They can post a 4SPG in another part of town, or they can come talk to me. Same as anybody else, really. Doesn't mean I'll agree to help, but I'll hear them out at least. That's our boss, always trying to keep the door open. Return to the surface.